Yeah, and it helps when you unmute your mic when you go to you go to do your grand intro. Let's start that again. Hail and well met on this beautiful Sunday evening, my warriors of light and darkness. This is your pal Rune back for another episode 4 to be precise, of my brand new Final Fantasy XIV MSQ playthrough. We are rocking the early stages of Realm Reborn. Ha! All right, well, I know Konnichiwa, so hello. but I do not know the rest. And a good eve to you, Tonics. It is nice to see you, my friend. Just want to see, did you say that? Hey, Mangle Foxy, good to see ya. Oh, how are you doing is the second part. Okay, well that makes complete sense. I'm doing well. And it is good to see you as well, good sir. So here we go. Did you see that alert by any chance? Because I just want to make sure I got it sorted out, because I kind of felt bad that I couldn't show. Awesome. So Tonics was an absolute hero and donated 20 gifted subs on last night's stream, and once again, thank you so much, good sir. But yeah, I've got the recent events window open, so now I can see it. Ah, there we go. All right, awesome. We are in business. And I love the goggles. That just makes me laugh. It's in preparation for when I learn to leap into the air. Got to keep the wind and dust particles out of the eyeballs. So if memory serves me correct, we're going to be heading to Alda tonight. And I'm going to do a pre-apology. I had like maybe about an hour and a half sleep since last night, so this stream may only be a couple of hours long, but we'll soldier on and see if I catch a third or fourth wind. Baron Von Pancakes, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, yes, yeah. That's the that is the charm. That is the charm of the of Rune streaming, is I got to keep you guys on the toe, right? Like, sometimes I mute myself on purpose to see if you guys are paying attention, and oddly enough, you guys always are. Sounds like my previous night, a full night's sleep last night. That's awesome, man. Here for a moment. Around a 15-minute break from running our ultimate. Awesome, brother. Well, thanks for popping in on your break. Obviously, I wish you well and all the success in your ultimate. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger. But I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Rune, and good luck. All right. Yeah, I've yet to get past the first. Oh, hey, man. I don't know how you folks do it. I mean, I didn't even attempt ultimates. I tried a couple of savages. And I don't know. It might have just been my mindset at the time. And why am I running up here when the land strip is downstairs? Derp. So I have nothing but immense respect for you people that play the you know, the top tier stuff. And sometimes it's okay to just go, hey, that's not my bag, right? Right, there we go. And yes, just want to make sure I'm not ignoring my YouTube peeps either. Welcome aboard. And yeah, I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. Still have to sort out Rumble, but we'll get there. Hey, if you don't like it, don't play it. That's right, Tonix. And I mean, for me, 14, like, I mean, it's just like, it's the storyline. Like, I like doing like the main base raids and stuff like that for their storyline. But I think that's where I'm at as far as being a 14 player. Like, I love the story. That's my jam. Right, we got to go over to the left. Husting strips way up at the top near the throne room, so we are just gonna go to the Ruby Road. And before we talk to Momodi, what we're gonna do is go and grab the Aether Nut shards and the main crystal. Oh, and just as a warning to anyone who streams 14, be careful of hanging out near people playing music, because I got a copyright strike from 2 nights ago, which I find absolutely ridiculous, right? Like, they've really got to update those copyright laws. Like, you know, it was more of an annoyance than anything. Like, I mean, I get where record labels and blah 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 are coming from, but man, now fortunately, fortunately, the strike happened over like 45-second period where I wasn't talking or anything like that. So yeah, I just muted that section, and that solved the copyright strike quick enough. It's just annoying that you have to worry about that, right? Yeah, gotta be honest. Aldaz music's my favorite. Like, I love the vibe of Gridania, and it's, see, and here's the thing, right? It's not like it's like a clear winner. The music in Alda is better than Gridania or Limsa Lamenza. It's just like when I'm in Alda and I hear this music, like, it sounds like Heroes music. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. Go back to the old copyright rules where you can only have something for X amount of years, then it goes to public. Yeah, well, that exists for some stuff. Still. Just not anything we would utilize in streaming. Shaboo. Okay. There we are. Is there anything down at this end? No. Okay, so we'll turn back. And head up. Oh, wow. Never even really paid attention to this alleyway. A lurking leech. The Reaper headquarters is in that alley. Oh, okay. Okay, and a little bit of zig and a little bit of zag. Let's see here. I think. There we are. Sweet. Let's see what we got left. A Gladiators Guild and Alchemists Guild. Okay, well, we can just Okay, and this way. Shoot. Yeah, I went the wrong way. That's the thing about Alda. It's a little twisty turny, as it were. There we go. We're on the right track now. I was looking at YouTube content suggestions and found a great idea. Might start a series where I explore landmarks and talking about their lore in the world of fine. That'd be awesome, man. Well, isn't there that thing in 14 where like it's like sightseeing or whatever? Like would that be kind of fit in? Where did I see that? Oh, logs. Right. Oh yeah, the sightseeing log. Would that be like, would like maybe tie in with that or? Oh, not for what you're thinking. Oh, okay, cool, man. Like, because I'm not even sure what that was. It's just I know I've seen that log and not really understood what it was. And so when you mentioned the historical sites, I was just wondering if that kind of tied into that type of thing. But that's cool, man. So like he'd go to areas like the Cartno Flats and talk about the battle there and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. Or at least I think it is anyways. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Rune Stormthorn by any chance? My Oni sent word you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. So let's talk business, shall we? Shawwomp womp. Amodi is waiting to brief you on your task. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. We're going to be jumping back to Gridania really quick, too, because I want to pick up my class quest. I totally forgot. Gives me a reason to pull the Final Fantasy. Oh, the encyclopedias. I guess I'm lurking. All right, creative. Thanks, brother. Much appreciated. The lurking should come naturally to you. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty. Another second under that sun and I would have been set afire. Tankard of ale if you'd be so kind. Ah, good old Papashan. Excellent timing, Papashan. Just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. So, this is a strapping young lad as much lauded adventure as he. Marvelous, marvelous. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. I am Papashan, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Rune of his mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development in the Copperbell mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecatonikirs, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they've managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them. Now prowl the tunnels where miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. People of that age used the Hecatonkers to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatonkers, our ancestors introduced a collapse of the mines lowermost levels. So was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. Seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Oh, it's to think of the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. It's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed. That makes them danger to us all. There'll be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. The giants need to shut up and behave. They have nothing on the dragons. Yeah, not in the Final Fantasy XIV universe for sure. God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in Western Thanlin. Do take care of you here. And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. Fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Well, behoove away. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're an adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. Just hope you've got skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatonkers have left the place in a right state, nary a week after mining resumed. Don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second old dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would have never thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under mountains worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Thus we can subdue them. The nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Sweet. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, boop, 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 boop. Older Dan, you should do the trick. Well, maybe not old. Woo, that's pricey. There we are. Hey, Owain, how are you doing, buddy? Ooh, silver battle fork. We'll take it. Guildmaster Wayne wants you to learn from other masters of the Lancer's art. It's good to see you again, Rune. Stronger than we last we spoke. Plainly, you've devoted many hours to training, which is just as well, for I have a mind to set you your next task. The Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. I would have you put the courage to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, yet they share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too shall you look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you will take another step toward becoming a fully fledged lancer. Your first instructor is a man named Mattheomi. Seek him out at Amarasik's spire in the East Shroud, where he serves as a frontier sentry. The long years at his post have honed Mattheomi's perception. No detail escapes the man's piercing gaze. Present yourself before him for inspection, Rune, and do as he bids you. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Okay, so facing the right direction. There we are. There we go. I love the hollowed out tree tunnel. Freaking lemur. So is he at the top? Guess there's only one way to find out. You must be the young lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Mattheomi, commander of the brave men and women of this spire. Now let's have a good look at you. I see. You possess strength and skill in abundance. if there is no doubt, but you still want for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you've seen much and more. Maybe you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yet the world is wide and only the gods can claim to know all. You may be assured that the legendary lancers of old faltered at times. No lancer nor any man can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out creatures of the night, which you are to vanquish. Well, that's pleasant. Is that when the kiss on creatures of the night starts playing once I sprinkle the blood? Actually, just 1 second here, because I keep on forgetting to do it. Awesome. There we go. Woo! Oh yeah. Shawamp. Sorry to interrupt, but no, sorry, before I forget, name myself Baked Brie, not as good as that. Yeah, I can take or leave Baked Brie, I gotta be honest, it doesn't do much for me, dude. Like, I mean, I get why people like it. But yeah, Brie just doesn't do much for me. Like I find like it's kind of tasteless to be honest. Welcome back, son, and well done. Bore witness to your battle with my own eyes. A bloodbat bewilders its prey with its ceaseless splintering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration. Frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. Yet to your credit, you fought on resolutely, and thus emerged the victor. Dwayne has taught you well, young one. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges, I see the makings of a great lancer. With my blessing, make your way to Buscaron's Struthers in the South Shroud. It is there your next instructor, Buscaron himself, awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art. Though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear, his words are well worth hearing. Indeed, lancers visit him as much for his counsel as do his mead, good though it is. By meeting Buscaron and availing yourself on his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Not a fan of my wife likes it though. Yeah, well, see, Brie to me was only I mean, really, I've only ever had it baked, so the idea of having it cold just doesn't really tickle my fancy, as it were. Is this the way? No, we gotta go over here. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Do. There we go. To the south shroud we go. Okay. I love it. That's awesome. It's like a little fortification. Going right to the next territory. That's pretty awesome. Right, tuned to the crystal. Pick up the porter. And on we go. Oh, right. Buscarone owns the little inn or tavern, whatever you want to call it, in the middle of nowhere. See, I love this, like all the upheaved earth and stuff like that. I wonder if this path was kind of created during the destruction of the cataclysm. Little Mars attacks fun for you. Right, there we go. All right, Buscarone. Well, if it isn't Owain's protege, thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Buscarone, and this here's my place. In case you're wondering why old Owain sent you, I should mention I've not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened the druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. Any road, between keeping throats wet and bellies full, ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now, so if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Mistel's Lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft to the south of here. See the bottle safely there, complete with its contents, and when you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? Good. All right. All right, here we go. Get the lead out. Ooh, that's a big boy. Jeez. There we are. Okay, perfect. All right, Buscarone, what do you got to tell us, buddy? So you offered up the mead, as I told you, without drinking a drop? Very well. You shall have a tale of me as promised. Nastale is the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. Nastale was courage made flesh. Cut him, and I dare say he'd have bled the stuff. It was him who first identified the two aspects of a Lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering them. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art had gone stale, what with our Lancers keeping to the confines of the Twelveswood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Gridania was a different place back in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-forest-born were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse than now. Of course, old Nastale wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was. A lot of ignorance and cowardice. To cut a long story short, despite a forest full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign Lancers. By blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art with which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Nastale. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. Hey, what's that? When's the trial? Wah ha 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 ha. Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt, son. My part in your training's done. This time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named Vauclair. You'll find him whiling away his time at the Bob and Cork, like as not. Oh, that's the name of an inn in Fallgourd Float. In case you don't know, up in the North Shroud it is. Vauclair's an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. I warn you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then, and the years ain't done much to improve his humors. So, good luck with impressing him. Yay! Rune can't handle that. Keep beating him. Well, yeah, well, exactly. I'm tired of coming in second. I want to come in third. Fallgourd Loot. Okay. Eastern, Central. Okay, well, let's go to Central and then Tickety-Boo North, I hope. Okay, there we are. Oh, my eyes are starting to burn from staring at the screen too long. So I'm going to take off. Have a great stream, and I might be back later. Awesome, Tonics. Thank you so much for popping in, brother. You go give your peepers a rest. South Shroud. Okay, I am attuned to Bent Branch Meadows. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna cut a little of the time off. Hey, Falls 45, how you doing, my friend? Okay. So right, well, let's head out of Dodge. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to go up. I think we're gonna have to go up the steps here. I think I'm getting pretty close to the Chocobo quest because it's actually part of the MSQ, if memory serves. And I can hardly wait. That being said, I mean, I do love the environments we get to run through and everything like that. I just there's always the impatient. Whoa, that's a nice view right there. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Oh. Pardon me. These buggers are actually a few levels higher than me. Sweet. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Ha, 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 ha. Woo! Ha, ha, ha. Well, that'll teach me. Central. Any names in mind for your chocobo? Not yet. Maybe Swifthoof. Maybe Sleipnir in honor of Odin's horse. All right, let's get the hustle going here. What did you name your chocobo? Okay. All right, let's get ready to hustle. Run, 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 run. Running away and buggering off. All right, where's the... Oh, okay. False guard float. Name in game is Xanarcan, and I named my chocobo Sin. Nice. From Final Fantasy X. Yeah, I can hardly wait to play. I'm making my way through the old Final Fantasies. Like I'm on just started Final Fantasy V, which I stream on Wednesday and Thursdays. So I am looking forward to 10. Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Grab the chocobo. where are you hanging out, Mr. Lancer Man? Upstairs, I guess. There we are. Good old Vauclair. Take it you are the young Lancer of whom Owain spoke. And an adventurer besides, by the look of you. I was an adventurer myself once. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough idle talk. You've come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though, that you will not find me as lenient an instructor as the others. Now pay attention. Thus far you have learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. With me, you'll learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a Lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. However, the creature will appear only when there is a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons and depositing them at a gutted campfire. This should suffice to entice the Red Balloon. I love it. We're fighting a balloon. Which doesn't make it sound like that great of a thing. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with ever greater fervor until it's ripe to burst in conflagration of death. Let courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. All right. Here we go. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's freaking awesome. Oh, shit. Right. Okay. And we got a couple more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll try and avoid pulling. Ah, screw it. Alright. And now we'll go, and now we gotta find a gutted campfire. Okay, so what do we think here? We down the path a bit. Ah, there we are. Hey, easy peasy. So you vanquished the red balloon, no less than what I would expect of one of Owain's. The enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly. Yet ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So is that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us after all. I have finished with you. You may report back to Owain, and when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. All right, boss. Let's go hand in this class quest. Old Vauclair demands I show my face. Ha 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 ha. I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I shall see what I can do. As for you, Rune, well done. I've never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all three men, yet I'm no less proud of you for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessings to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work and return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. A woot woot. $17, $25. Okay, so they're all equally gonna be an upgrade. Actually, let's look at the gloves here just quick. Yeah, it's all equal, so bang. Update gear set. There we go. All right, folks. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, this is probably going to be a short one. I slept very little the night before, and I'm actually now feeling the opportune time to catch some Z's as I do work tomorrow. But yeah, this was a good short little stream. We got some stuff done. I will be back on either Tuesday or Wednesday night, and we will be continuing the adventures of Final Fantasy V, if that's your jam. The old it's the pixel remaster version of Final Fantasy V, which has been an absolute blast so far. But that being said, folks, I bid you adieu. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. And this is your pal Rune signing out for the night. God bless, guys, and we will see you Tuesday/Wednesday. Take care. Yeah, thanks. Well, take care.